Learn how to create stunning textures with watercolors. Hi everyone, I want to show you how to make beautiful watercolor florals on your iPad using the app Procreate. We will cover how to watercolor and I will show you how to make everything from sketch and abstract paint. You can download this texture paper color palette and brushes that are specific for working to create a watercolor effect, and I want to share all of these with you as a free download when you watch this video. The amazing thing about this process is that you have access to every paint color in the rainbow and you can make changes to your painting throughout your process. If you want to change the placement or the darkness or the variation, you can do that throughout this whole process. You can find all the materials that I mentioned in this video in the description section below. And you can access it by visiting my website link under freebies. Let's get started with our first floral painting. So I want to show you how to set up this document. If you have never used Procreate before or you are not confident with your Procreate skills, I would recommend going back and watching my Procreate basics video by tapping eye icon on the top right corner. I went through all the basics and I covered about Procreate interface, gestures, how to create custom document brushes, and how to import images, change size, and things like that. So if you are total beginner to Procreate, go ahead and watch my beginners videos first. This is a more of an intermediate level. So all you need now is an iPad and Apple Pencil and Procreate app. Let's get started. If I click my layers panel here, you can see I have got 4 layers. The first layer is the reference photo, second layer is empty one, third layer is paper texture that I have for you as a free download in the video description, and the fourth layer is that same piece of paper just rotated one time. So 2 of the same sheets of paper. The only difference with these is the third one is set to multiply and the fourth one is also set to linear burn. They are both set to about 50% opacity. You can leave this at a 100% opacity. It just depends on how dark you want your paper background to be. Then I always lock the layers by sliding to the left and click lock because I don't want to accidentally paint on those. So you can choose to lock those layers as well. And then I have one other layer that's just a blank layer and I have that set to multiply. So that will be the layer I use for sketching. And I'm also going to duplicate that a few times so I can paint on several different layers. The next thing I will do is go in and lay down an ink drawing so we have something to paint over our watercolors. So I will start on the empty layer here and I will just grab the Narendra pencil from the watercolor brush palette and it's all the way up, and I also increase the streamline to about 85%. That just makes it a little bit more smooth. I'm just going to draw a few florals, stems and leaves in black here, but you could do this with any color or any floral shape of your choice. nice flowers with some stems and leaves. I'm going to go to my layers panel and get on the next layer. I want to be sure I don't paint on my ink layer. That's really important with this process. And I will grab a pink color here. I tend to go with medium colors because the process we are going to use is going to increase the darkness and lightness of different areas. I always choose a medium range color, so not too light, not too dark. You will see why I do that in just a second here. I'm going to use this rough brush, so this has a blunt edge and have a little bit of roughness in the texture. The important thing here, if you don't want to see the overlapping, is not to pick up your pencil. So we can do it this way, and then we just have one big shape that looks like it was made with a single wet watercolor brush. Then if you see any areas that makes it clear that you are painting with a pencil, you can just rub over those and then release. Repeat the same to other flower too. Now I want to add a little bit of variation to this. So I'm going to duplicate that layer that I just created, and then I will grab my eraser and my cloud brush. This brush is really nice for creating some variation. So there is already a little bit of darkness here and here. So I want to keep that natural darkness. I'm just going to erase a tiny bit with my cloud brush up here. Then I may go down here a little bit. It's totally random. You can do this however you want. So that created a little bit of variation, but I want a little bit more. So I'm going to pinch these two layers so that they merge with each other. And then I'm going to erase a little bit more to create a little more white. You can keep doing that. You can go even lighter if you want. We can duplicate this again. If you want to go really dark and erase a little bit, match these together and then erase again. So you can see this is totally your personal preference. However you want to do this. So if we can do it that way, or we can do this in individual petals. So let me grab my brush again, same color, same brush, and each petals I will do separately, and then lift up my pencil each time. Then I will just do that same process. Duplicate, do some erasing. Maybe I will erase just the tips of these so that it looks like I started in the middle. And then I painted out at the pigment was more watery as I go out to the edge of the petals. So that's one option. Then you can see the difference between these two. This one more as a single blotchy brush, and this one more of a layered look. So switch just depend on your personal style, which one you like. I'm on my sketching layer. I'm going to move to a new layer, and let's move to a blue color for this one. Again, I'm picking a medium tone. Let's use that some blunt brush and paint on this flower without lifting pencil. Duplicate this layer and erase here and match these two layers. Then duplicate this layer. Now erase again. So that looks good. So now I wanted to add in a different color. I'm going to click duplicate, and then on this top color here, I'm on my top layer. I'm going to click the adjustment tool, whose saturation, and then let's choose a color that would look nice with that color. So see, I like this color. So we could choose something similar or a contrasting color. Let's go with this color. I have got two different color layers here. I'm going to grab my cloud brush and I'm going to make it pretty small so you can really see what I'm doing. I'm just going to start erasing one side or little areas of each of these. Again, I'm trying to keep it really random, going to different each sides each time. Then merge these all layers and duplicate it and erase and merge all blue layers. Then duplicate this layer. Now use erase, sweep over the tip of the leaves, of all leaves, to make it lighter. Then merge these two layers and erase again. Then duplicate this layer again, then erase some parts. And now use the top layer, go to the adjustment setting by clicking here, then select the hue saturation and play around with the color here. So you may find there is a better combination that if you liked this video, you may like some of my other videos where I cover a lot more ways to design and paint on your iPad, like how to animate in Procreate using the free download brushes I created. Check those out in my description. If you want to see more, also I share a lot of free downloads on my site. If you want to get more downloads like the ones you got for this video, check out my website. I would love to see the final project that you create for this video. You could share it in the comment section below, or you could tag me on Instagram or Facebook. If you have any question about the process you have learned in this video, please feel free to ask. You can reply to my video here on YouTube, or you can contact me through my website. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe to motivate my work, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.